And hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Sardinia. In the last video, we went ahead and appointed Mr. Morass into our government in order to lead the way and move to a more civilian-based government. We're currently moving to secure the government right now. Get rid of stability hit and start to stabilize the situation. Did the form now? Did you? You might have already done it, Fox, and I thought. I gotta check real quick. I thought you might have already. It's not the biggest deal. If you haven't. I think you've done it twice now, which I'm not. It's not the biggest deal. This dog was not real. He's just an AI prepared to be human. The more you know. Shut the fuck up. Can someone ban Justinian from chat, please? For no particular reason. I have nothing to hide. Why would you accuse that? Oscar from Montana and Rhode Island only S tiers. Interesting. Do it a third just to play it safe. Secure the government. So people want us to demobilize our economy and ease up on conscription. Oh, well, fuck off. Come on. We need more war support. It's because the militarists are fucking us right now. So we need more political power. Gotta represent Alaska. True. Anyway. Let's go ahead and, can't do too much for yet while we still have the militarists, so let's work on more industry stuff. Let's create the Carbosardo. Love how the state region now is actively encouraged voter fraud. Beneath the ground of Sardinia, many minerals and metals lie beneath, hidden away from our factories. Badly needed, the excavation of them has become a government priority to ensure all the factories are running, as well as encouraging new ones with cheaper raw resources. Let's get some industry. What's the most best timeline in our Kaiserreich? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I've thought about, like, my preferred, like, TNO timelines. You know, headcanons and all that. I haven't done that for Kaiserreich, actually. I don't know, Kaiserreich doesn't have so many cut and dry bad countries. Kaiserreich equals more good beer in the world. True. I mean, you can argue that, I mean, there are a few objectively bad paths where they don't even try to, play coy with that. Like, if Pelly wins and the KKK take over, or the Silver Legion take over in, HoI's America, that's just objectively horrible. Probably same for the business plot, actually. God damn it. Let's pack the courts real quick, and then we'll invest 25 political power in the IEDC. Probably construction engineers is our best bet right now. Browder is fucking grim too. Yeah. So there are some pretty objectively bad ones, but not as many as like TNO, where America is pretty cut and dry. But if you don't want dog shit in like Germany, if you want things to be better, you kind of have to go Speer or say Speer. Russia, there are some warlords that aren't as bad as others. Napop and Spain, the Baltics. Oh yeah, there are some really bad ones, but there aren't as many cut and dry bad ones as a TNO. I'd say. Like the monarchy paths in like Kaiserreich, they can be decent. The socialist paths, they can be decent. Democratic paths can typically be pretty decent. So it depends more just your personal political flair. And that's true to in TNO to an extent, but doesn't foster a pull upon forced population to communal barracks. Probably. I know both the total skies in the U.S. are really bad. Nationalized Sardinian Railways. Despite how small our island is, Sardinian Railways is currently a mess. The dorsal main line is owned by the British-controlled Royal Company of Sardinian Railways, which has all but been bankrupt for years, while the local narrow gauge railways are controlled by the Sardinian Southern Railways, Sardinian Complementary Railway, and Sardinian Northern Railways. By nationalizing the railways, we'll integrate the four railway networks into the interest of efficiency. So we'll get one infrastructure and train 15 units of trains. There we go. Also, oh yeah, I think one of the total skies takes away kids, which is not good at all. So I think Arabia got a focus tree overall, which seems kind of decent. Curious to check it out. Yeah, so there are some really objectively bad ones, but like they don't really start off. Most countries I don't think start too bad. Independent Y is really bad since they got their will with no tourists. Expand on that a little bit, Foxen. Come on, please give us some war support. We really need war support right now. We're going to lose stability along with all of our war support. Although we can terminate rival cliques. Hopefully get us slightly clicking up. Franco supposedly the Republic. Support Republican become the first president of Spain. That's pretty ironic. That is funny. Net pop Japan is also dreadful. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and check. Because Kev did want me to, the good man did gift subs, and I did fuck up, saying who it was, so, Kev's, there we go. Thank you again for the sub, my friend. Sorry I fucked it up, reading it up initially. Hopefully that makes it up. We're part of the way there, at least. We'll expand internal exiling procedures. And then, once we get more command power, we'll go ahead and terminate rival cliques. I know War's command is all good. Fair. I'm glad. I'm glad. Nationalized Sardinian Railways. We got that going for us. Next, we will do... Do we want women in the army? Lose stability either way. Oh no, Mustafa Kemal's dead. That's sad. Both from NATO men in Scandinavia, so you get... no, Kev is Northern Ireland. You're probably thinking of, Diablo. He's Finnish, which is a recent development. NATO joining Finland, or Finland joining NATO. Are they officially in NATO now, or have they just sped along on the process? Not entirely sure what the deal is fully there. I know they're joining soon. We might want to get working down this. So we have to choose between this or this. Get the Women's Auxiliary Corps. No measures can be left unexplored in our quest for national salvation. The unavoidable reality is that we only have so many men that we can call upon the army. However, there are also women across the nation who are willing to fight for her defense. While placing them into combat roles is undesirable, auxiliary support will alleviate the manpower issues while preserving the military's character. Certain people are tired of women. Sardinian politician Bernardo Sandorini. Wait a second. So the monarchists are perfect Kaiserreich timeline? Because monarchies... I think I actually remember you being a monarchist, but I kind of forgot about that a little bit. Socialists in the Balkans, that's interesting. good old tribute to our original Kaiserreich, or our second Kaiserreich playthrough with Serbia, which was fun. Very fun. Greece has joined the Belgrade Pact. Romania's joined. And it looks like, yep, they're all in. Since half of NATO's gone to protect Finland. Yeah. I wasn't sure if they already joined anyway, but they're basically in already. It's just a matter of semantics whether they're officially in or not. Same with Sweden. Which, man, if you told me this year NATO, Sweden was joining NATO, I would not have believed it. It's gonna... you need to talk to a doctor about that, buddy. I'm not one to, ask about that. Probably get some soap. Preferably from our, today's video sponsor, Dr. Squatch. Your traditional soap, it's shit. Dr. Squatch is an all-natural... I don't know how the line goes. I'm not actually sponsored by them. Although, Dr. Squatch, if you're watching this, call me. What, naval bases or air bases? Probably naval bases are the better bet? Going down this will get us a research slot, which isn't too bad. I think I want to go down here and get the these units, though. So let's review the Regio Esercito. In any potential war against the pretenders on the mainland, the task of liberation will fall on the Royal Army. While we've done our best to ensure that it remains combat ready, the ever-changing nature of warfare demands regular reviews of its capabilities. No, it's not STD. There's no complaint about it. I mean, this might be serious. I don't want to be mean to make jokes, but yeah. Who wants prevent NATO from expanding Ukraine? We will not join NATO like 20 years or even later. Yeah. Terminate rival cliques. If Putin's goal was to stop the expansion to NATO, which was probably one of the goals he had, maybe not the main one. It's hard to say anymore. I don't fully know what Putin's thinking anymore. He's not doing a good job in preventing countries from joining NATO. Ukraine, sure, but the rest, not so much. NATO anyway, because... Republican victory in Brazil. And we can request French help, so we'll request it. I think that gets us rid... We got some war support back. EANI overthrows the Italian government. Well, that's interesting. We got another division. I'll go ahead and pull up the other name Kev wanted. I'm gonna look. Hey Kev, that first word is okay to put on stream, right? I've just never seen it before. And I just want to make sure it's okay to put on stream. Because I want to keep my monetization and my channel. I think next let's go ahead and do the new Bersaglieri. The Bersaglieri, or the Sharpshooters, are an infantry corps of a long history, whose roles have changed much over the years. They often focus on maneuver warfare, acting at different times as light infantry, skirmishers, shock troops, and even bicycle troops to fill this role, often taking this critical frontline position. They will likely play a large role in the wars to come, so we must make sure they are well equipped. Well, I don't see why not. Okay. I'm just making sure. So let's go ahead. Pull the name back up. There we go, Kev. You know, I'd question it, but you gifted me subs, so I'm not going to. Too much. Oh, that's... Mexico go Nat Pop? Mexico went Nat Pop. That is interesting. Looks like the car lists are falling apart. I'm not fully sure what they're doing over there. NatPop Mexico cursed as fuck. True, honestly. This road of 56. No, this is Kaiserreich. This map is looking weird. It is a map. Yes, Canada. This is the Kaiserreich. Well, this is the Kaiserreich. We're playing as Sardinia, so if you're talking about country, no. But the mod, yes, this is Kaiserreich. Why is the map so weird? I'm using a map mod. It's based off the, what is it? The Kaiser Cat web store has these maps on their website that you can buy. And this map mod is supposed to look like the maps you can buy in the store. I'm gonna dip wild axe, ego terrorism, all that. Have a good one, peeps. Thanks for hopping as long as you did, Mike. Appreciate it. You should know that we really, really don't want to pay less and get voting rights that you not get affected by their laws. Yeah, that makes sense. Real quick, let's go ahead and restore the Sardinia Brigades. Sardinia Brigades with 151st and 152nd Infantry Divisions were all Sardinian formations that served distinction during the Great War, while Sardinians by necessity have composed an increasingly large portion of our army. Reviving the brigades and their local legacy might appeal to local Sardinians and spur a much-needed recruitment drive. I think they took out the craziness. That might be a Kaiser Redux thing, playing as the Mad Baron. Well, he's still in charge, but he doesn't conquer as much shit as he used to. Canada, thank you for the follow, good sir. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get the new... They reworked him? Yeah, Mongolia's been reworked since the China update, I want to say. Let's go working on Cass. Only reason I played the mod. Any more no voting rights, no worry, like. Yeah, I won't get too much more into that just because I'm trying to keep away from politics as much as we can. But, I don't know, it sounds fair to me. Not fun. There's always Kaiser Redux if you want it. Why? Not the most realistic. They had a different vision for the lore. For the China rework, and so they had to adjust it accordingly, I think. I get it. I do get it. A lot of people nag at realism with the mod and like Kaiserreich and TNO, which I do get, but it's the vision, and if it still creates a fun mod with cool stuff, I don't mind too much. Like, a lot of people were bummed at Elantropus leaving TNO. I don't mind too much, personally. What's Redux? Fuck the lore, one plays a Baron in the 1900 century mod. That's fair. And that's Kaiser, check out Kaiser Redux if you want to do that, I think. It's, it was originally a sub-mod that added wacky stuff. I think it's just, it's outright just its own mod at this point. Sad you'll never play my weak nation. I'm working on it, Foxen, actually. I was hoping to have it out already, but I've had weird-ass RNG luck with it so far. Oh. The foundation of the ISAC. I think this is finally... You can pause to read it. I think this is more of a generic event. Wonderful initiative. We can do free and fair elections, finally. Do you want to do that? What? Do you want to do that now or hold off for a bit? I'm looking at what we might want to eventually do here. Diaz or RDT? I think RDT is probably going to be played just for the Marines. Let's do free and fair elections. With the key authoritarian figures removed, it's time to finally complete our return to democratic governance. A new electoral law will be approved in spite of liberal opposition, polling stations will be open, parties will be allowed to organize campaigns, Sardinia will finally have her freedom under the watchful eye of His Majesty. Kaiserreich, I think you... Yeah, I think if you go Rad Social Norway, you have to get rid of a king, which is kind of bummy to me too, because I do think it would be funny to have a monarcho-communist nation. But alas, you can't. Which feels bad. Yeah, you have to force Haken's abolition. I'm sure there's probably a Kaiser Redux path on it. Kev, your autocorrect is just not working with you today, buddy. I'm sorry. Every time I try typing it. American solo free election. We don't. There must be some fucking... Your film must be some fucking Norwegian Cindy. Damn. You hate to hear it. You hate to hear it. So we're having free and fair elections coming up soon. Want the Norwegian fun fact? I always love Norwegian fun facts, Fox, and you know that. Give them to me, Philip. Ooh. Showing commitment to his earlier promises, today General Moraes has asked the king to call for elections. Parties are to organize. In order to ensure the fairness of these elections, a campaigning period of 3 months has been declared. Some, especially in the liberal camp, have asked Moraes to run for elections himself. Still, the general has chosen to retire from active politics. This greatly weakened the liberals, though they still may pull off surprising results. However, a victory of the Christian Democrats or even the Sardists remains far more likely. How liberating. Elections will be held in 9 weeks. So in July 37. Okay. Or 3 weeks or 9 weeks. Smiling communist glory to MacArthur. Well, we'll wait what happens there. Don't say anything quite yet. We'll probably... I mean, we have to do naval invasions no matter what anyway, so getting this is probably going to be a good one. So let's get the Supremacy VRDT. Of all the formations of a Regio Esercitio, one name stands above the rest, that of VRDT, the Daring. Formerly known as the Assault Units, they were among the first modern shock troops, bringing fluidity to previously static war and carving their names into Italian legend with their exploits, despite our shameful defeat. They're examples for all of us. Our charge will be lead only by the best of the best, prepared specifically for the role. We accept no substitutes. Our D tier based. I'm getting behind that thought right now. We're going for our DD. The Confire are winning pretty effectively. Panama's joined the Entente. Looks like the Confire might win, which is not good for us. Norway's joined the Entente. That's better for us. We're so poor before the royal on a royal visit. We serve canned fish of the royals and the king to go on the tram since gas is too expensive. Yeah, Norway before oil is interesting. It's always fascinated me how Norway is one of the few countries that actually didn't get screwed over because they had when they got oil and they actually became better or more stable. That's probably partially because of I always read that they had decent institutions beforehand, and so they couldn't fall to corruption measures or anything like that because they didn't have much corruption to fall to. Let's get industry on Soldado. Nowhere spits on Venezuela. Really, they do. Curious to see what happens here, because we're doing Pack's doing kind of okay. More okay than not okay, I'd say. Crisis on the Danube. Hungary's fighting out. I also like how Hungary has a new green color. That's neat. Well, it looks like it's kind of a green color. Looks like they've lost Geneva, which feels bad. The Cunt-Fi might end up winning. I did a test game because I was thinking about playing Poland. And the Cunt-Fi did pretty well too then. So let's go over to Borscht's Ukrainian dish. I can't think of what borscht is off the top of my head, so I'm not really sure. I know here in the West, it's not that we view Ukraine and Russia as the same, but there's sort of, we don't know much about that region in the world generally. And so we didn't really think of, can't really distinguish it. It's like a soup. Okay. Like, I try to be more in tune with cultural stuff like that, but even I couldn't tell you what borscht is one way or the other, much less the origins of it. Anyway, that's going to leave it. So, for all of you two people, thank you for watching. Check out the links down in the description below. Stay tuned for more uploads, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.